Welcome again, Prime 5. How are you? Hope you are fine. In today's lesson, we will get lesson 4, unit 3, the area of rhombus in terms of its diagonal lengths. In this lesson, we will use diagonal length to get the area of the rhombus. But first, we know that the rhombus is a parallelogram, so we will handle or treat or deal with it as a rhombus. So if we want to get the area of it, we will deal with it like a parallelogram. We know that the area of the parallelogram according to its length is base times height. If we have this shape, it's a rhombus or it's a parallelogram. Parallelogram have four side lengths are equal in length. We have that we can see that this rhombus have or parallelogram have a base 8 centimeters, have height 4 centimeters. So how can we get the area of this shape? We say that B times H, so that 8 times 4. In the first one we have 8 and 4, so BH equal 8 times 4 equal 32 centimeters square. That's generally how can we get the area using the side lenses. So let's start our today's lesson with area in terms of its diagonal length, area of rhombus. We will use this rule, but first we have to know the properties of the diagonals of rhombus. Diagonals of rhombus are perpendicular to each other, bisecting each other. Let's see an example for the rhombus, and we will apply this properties of diagonals on it. If we have this rhombus called A, B, C, D, and we have these diagonals A, C, and B, D, we can notice that the two diagonals are perpendicular to each other, and they are also bisect each other in the point O. So these are the properties of the diagonal of any rhombus. So how can we use the diagonals to get the area of a rhombus? We will use this rule. Area of rhombus equal half the product of its diagonal lengths. The product means the multiplication result of the two diagonals of the rhombus. So this is the rule we will use to get the area of any rhombus. Please open your book, page 35, and bring your pencil. Prepare to answer the following questions. In this question, we will use the units to know the number of diagonals. But first, bring your ruler also to know the length, or without ruler we will use the units. In this case, we will mark the two diagonals of each rhombus. We use the ruler to mark the two diagonals of each figure. try the three others by yourself. And the first one, figure number one, we will apply the rule area of square half times 4. This one is 4. Let's count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4. The other diagonal. Let's count the units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the two diagonals are 5 and 6. So half times 4 times 6 equals 12 centimeters square. Let's do the figure number 2. Figure number 2, let's apply the rule half times the diagonal's length. Let's count the units. 1, 2. So number 1 is the diagonal. The first diagonal is equal to 2 units times. Let's count the units for to get the diagonal length. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4 equals half times 2 times 4. We know that half times 2 equal 1. 1 times 4 equal 4. 4. Let's get number 3. This number 3. Half times. According to units, the diagonal, this diagonal is 1, 2, is 2 units times this diagonal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 equal half times 2 equal 1 times 6 equal 6 units. The measuring units for area also centimeter square, but we use here units as a measuring unit. Try figure 4, figure 5, figure 6 by yourself, and try to solve the exercises for this lesson. That's all for today's lesson. Hope you are enjoying this one. See you next time. Thank you.